little bit, Jason. We are live.
I think I've seen that picture of all these animals before.
Yeah. This is just the Rumble placeholder, but it's exciting. Exciting.
What, the video?
That's playing now, yeah.
Oh,
It's just the placeholder that for the Rumble.
cool.
We are live.
Have you started anything for your grow yet, Waylon?
Not sure what you mean. I'm always growing something.
Well, I know, but I mean, canna-wise.
Yeah, actually, my plants are pretty healthy. I've flipped them.
Oh, did you? I didn't know
Yeah.
you had them that far.
I flipped them. The ones that had spider mites.
You had spider mites?
Oh yeah, I've got this whole like arc on my show about like different things. Yeah, we've been going over different insects and different beneficial ones and crime superior, a bunch of things. But yeah, they're gone. I don't fear spider mites.
You don't fear spider mites?
No way, man.
Yeah, they're nasty little critters. What did you use to get rid of them?
Well, it was a several week long. Every week there was a different update going on, but basically spider mites. There's a lot of info about them, but I'll talk to you sometime about it, I guess. Got people in the boxes right now, though. We're going to be liking and sharing. I'm tagging. Gotta get to my phone here. There we go.
Hey, Margaret, how you doing tonight?
Share us out, guys. Share us out.
Everybody that's here, please like, share, tag your friends. Oh, I have to go back to work next week.
Oh, you poor thing.
Huh?
You got to go back to work, you said?
Yeah. Spring break is over. Thank you, Margaret. How are you doing tonight, Margaret? Looks like Margaret's coming in from X.
That's right. Thank you, Margaret. Appreciate it. Tag them in. Tag them in. Are you tagging anybody, Kim?
I just did app followers. I'm trying to work on tags.
I gotta send it to my group. I don't go live into the group. I just share it into my group.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier that way.
Well, I shared it into my group earlier and invited people, and then when I come into StreamYard, I share it in my group.
About a minute left to go. Wonder what happens if I just keep doing that, followers.
I don't know.
I just did it 4 times. Let's see what's up. You get like a percentage each time.
Oh, do you?
All right, 10. I don't know. I'm kidding. 10 seconds. Let's go. Also 7:10.
Margaret, I'm doing good. My shoulder's a little sore today. I did some stuff I shouldn't have today. So I'm hurting a little bit.
All right. Oh, hey, I'm tiny because we're gonna convert over to this. Boom. What's up, everybody? People in the boxes, guys. Animals, they are part of our world, whether we like it or not. And this dab is part of my world, whether you all like it or not. What's up, guys? Cheers. We got Nathan from the 42710 fan. Take it away. Cheers.
What's going on, guys? How is everybody this week? Happy Pi Day. 3.14 something. Happy Pi Day. And I think we're in a spaceship. Or did we get launched off this morning, Waylon? Is that what it was? We're still floating around after the launch?
We're in Noah's Ark. We're heading to Alpha Centauri.
Okay. Still floating around. They didn't bring us back down after we launched off this morning. So, but those of you that did watch the launch this morning, another semi-successful. All the burners lit this time. So, hey, that's a win, right?
Was the Starship or what?
Yeah, it was the third launch or whatever the fuck it was.
People in the box is 85. It's 85.
Yeah. 85, huh?
Yeah, we got Kim from the Legit Bean Review Remastered. What's up, Kim? How's the shoulder?
My shoulder is good for the most part, but my son came over. I had to take I turned my back porch into a greenhouse. And I used a lot of lumber and stuff to do that, and I can't take it down. So my son came over and he took it down, and one of the 2x4s was coming down, and he's like, "Watch out!" And I lifted my arm really fast, and I have pain. So,
oh no,
I don't know what I did. Hopefully, it's just a sore muscle. But other than that, I'm good.
Mine's been pretty messed up too. We got Ryan here too. He'll be back. Got daddy duties and such.
Rose, you're still sick with the flu, girl? You should go to the doctor and get that looked at because you were sick Sunday.
What's up, Jimmy Mead?
Whoever before Jimmy is a Facebook user. I don't know who that is.
Kim, I finally made it.
Kim, I finally made it. Hi.
I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you made it.
They must be from your page, Kim, I'm assuming, because I'm on Waylon's and on the StreamYard, and I don't have that. So
yeah, they're all coming from the Legit Bean Review or wherever. What is that? Just is it your page?
Hillary.
Oh, I see.
Miss Purple Hippie. She's one of my mods. She's my right hand. And
so you gotta give StreamYard to your soul. And once you give StreamYard access to your soul, we should be able to see you.
You put a little blood into the USB console.
Just a little pinprick, you press that button on your computer and it'll slide out and it'll just take your blood sample and slide back in.
Pinprick. That was my nickname in high school.
Was it?
No.
So Hillary, we can see you now.
I put the link in my page if anybody wants to come up, because that's that's what we want to hear. I want to hear from you guys. Have you ever used animals for work purposes? Now we're going to get into the differences, because I don't know that you want to. I don't know that you could call an animal that you plan to eat a work animal. Is that work? Or then there was another question I had thought of, and it's like, there's animals out there that we like, companion animals. Is that work, or is that just bonding with an animal for the obvious like mental reasons? So there's different variations of this, but I know we also have pets, and pets actually do kind of perform some services, right? They perform that companionship to us, even if we're not out there getting some kind of certified companion animal. Jason had some fun ones that he had brought up. The overlay, though, the thumbnail has some cool ones. Like, let's see, this lady with the snake. That could be like her companion snake. And that poor pug up there, man. You gotta just stop working that pug to death up there with the laptop. And of course, you have the dogs of war. Are those working animals? I mean, I guess so, but they're also considered soldiers, or like cop dogs are considered officers. So are they working dogs, or are they like, is that their career, or are they like,
Well, pets are a relatively recent invention. It says most date the pethood concept to the 18th and 19th centuries. Human beings have lived with animals for much longer. Dogs have been domesticated for at least 30,000 years, is documented, but the pet concept did not come in until the late 18th century, early 19th century.
We started breeding. Dogs specifically. We started breeding them for different like hunting aspects, but then we started breeding them for like just cosmetic aspects.
Well, you have that, and then you have your Alaskan Huskies and stuff that were pulling the bobsleds. That were out there running for days and days and days. No food, living in the cold, all of that. So originally they were bred for work. The dogs were there to work. And then we turned them into, somebody got a little soft and started taking a little bit more care, and the dogs were able to come inside and do this and that. Nothing again. I'm not saying, I'm sure this is what it led into. They originally were started out as for work.
All right, I'm going to be over here working on the like and share wheel for game night. I'll share it in too. But yeah, you're right. I think there's something lost in that process of us trying to make them so much of our cuddly animals, and then they lose their ability to like survive as well, for sure. And for another thing, it's like the food we're giving them. Not only do we not think it's all that nutritious, but we're also taking away their they used to have to like really use their jaw and gnaw and get to that meat, and get through the bones and everything. And now it's like, oh, it's just some kibble, there you go, some nice soft kibble, no problem.
Domestication.
Yeah, and I think that's also happened to us, because our own teeth,
100%.
We're finding out our own jaws and teeth are not growing the same way as our kids are. And that's because we're not using them as much as we had to, the rows of teeth in the back and everything.
Well, you originally know the wife wants to domesticate the husband. That's the story. That was the American thing. You become domesticated. You move in together. And the caveman. The caveman needs to be brought back down to earth.
Oh, you're funny.
So think about it. Think of where it came from, Waylon.
I think the more we try to escape that, it doesn't come up on this. I thought I could pull it up in this one. I think the more we try to escape, our like primal needs and urges, the more harm we do to ourselves.
I think it has caused harm in certain ways, definitely. But I think domestication with pets has definitely gone towards better. And like you said earlier, I want to lean into a couple things because there is good and bad with it. With animals that are used nowadays for stress orders, emotional support animals. It truly is amazing what they can do for people, what they can bring out of somebody, the care that they give to people and everything. I remember back in, early 90s, all we had was seeing eye dogs, and a couple other animals that would help like deaf people and people that were blind. There wasn't an emotional support animal. There wasn't anything there for it. And nowadays, like I said, we can take a goddamn armadillo on a plane because it's our emotional support pet.
I want an armadillo.
Really? Why?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, as long as they don't bite or are vicious or anything. I think
so. You just want one because it's different,
huh?
You just want it because it's different.
Yeah, I like different. Like, I mean, I have 4 of these. I've had all kinds of animals as pets throughout my lifespan.
Okay.
And I used to have we had 5 or 6 varieties of lizard. They're all geckos, but they're all different kind of geckos.
He's up. I'm trying to create. I'm creating his box area now. Look at this. We got the comments and Bean up.
What's going on?
Talk shit to him now because you've seen the chat and he was like, "Oh, fuck you, Waylon. I'm definitely coming."
What chat? Sometimes you gotta crack a few eggs to make it something like that.
I was like, "Come on, Bean. You gotta smack him with something."
I didn't see the chat.
Oh,
I sent him a direct message.
I give you credit then. Bravo. Waylon, I apologize. Bravo on that one. Bean, what's up, buddy? I thought you only stopped in because you seen the chat. Okay, I'll eat my words on that one.
No, he did send me a direct message.
Okay.
I literally just walked in the door right now.
So how's work going, Bean? You've been working there a couple weeks now.
It's going pretty good. About a month and a half now. I like it. I'm happy there. Laid back, still good pay. Except for I cut my wrist the other day.
Oh no!
How? Did you have
to dropped a piece of scrap metal and it just caught my wrist and cut it all the way down to the muscle.
Oh my god! Did you get stitches?
Yeah, 5 stitches.
Well, that's good they stitched it. I've seen places where they're like, "Nah, you'll be all right. Put a little spit on it." Like, alrighty then.
Just put some spit on it. Wait.
The whole time I was like watching the whole process, like it was so deep that it like went numb. So like I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "You also need a tetanus shot." And then I turned into a big baby.
Don't put the needle. Oh my god!
Hey, at least it ain't what it used to be. Shit. Them tetanus shots back in the day, them motherfuckers were painful.
Yeah.
Like 15 shots right in the stomach. Like, bam, 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 bam.
Oh, no,
man.
they wouldn't have been giving me that.
Back in the day, yep, it was 15 shots right in the stomach. There were circular needles. I mean, it was horrible. I stepped on a board that the nail disintegrated in my foot. It was so rusty. It was horrible, and I had to get a tetanus shot, and I was probably 7 years old, so this was in the 80s. Tetanus back. I remember it. I can feel it. I got the scar from it still.
I mean,
Yeah,
tetanus is no joke. I did a
Mhm.
report on it when I was in 9th grade. Like,
Lockjaw.
yeah,
Oh, I don't know if that's the same thing.
It's lockjaw is a nickname for whatever tetanus.
yeah. When you get tetanus, like that's the main symptom.
Yeah, they call it lockjaw. It does terrible things to you though. Tetanus does.
So the definition of pet is any animal kept by a human being as a source of companionship or pleasure.
So farm animals,
Ooh, the pleasure.
I
Okay.
enjoy eating.
Any
Yeah, that
animal.
pleasure thing.
So that pleasure could be a
Well, that
wow.
can hit just about every area out there. People are entertain themselves in all kinds of ways, you know.
Guys, if you could, before we get too deep into conversation, please hit that like button, share us out, and let me know if you did, and I'll get you on a spin wheel. If we can get the numbers up there a little bit, maybe we'll do another giveaway on top of it. So there we go.
So
Got you, Alan.
I'd like to touch on the first sentence of your whole topic here. Should animals be worked? I frequent the casinos, and here in Florida, dog tracks were like really big until about 4 years ago. They PETA petitioned and got rid of all of them. And what that actually did was take these dogs that needed to run, needed to be in that environment, and put them out of work. And now you have tons of dogs that they had a job, they had, like, they weren't mistreated, they were actually treated pretty well. Like all they knew was try to catch the rabbit. And now they get, like, there's hundreds of them that don't got a home now. They're gonna go live on like stacked on a farm somewhere until they pass or get sent off to a different state where they actually still allow it. But some of it's not that bad. Like that's what they know how to do. And if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't be able to get their run time in. Like especially like greyhounds, they need to be going, and that could really trickle off into any other type of where, like, the pet is a worker and stuff, and without it they don't have the purpose, and now they're just a lay around pet. Or
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it, but I also don't have the space or the need to go out and say, like, go tending to the fence with the dogs, or, you know, like, I need to, like, we don't all have that. So is it wrong for people in the city? You know, we got Ryan back. What's up, Ryan, from Pub Time Podcast?
What's up, Ryan?
A little dinner action I had to get in on.
All good, man. We're here for a while. We're here for a while.
I need to run like that greyhound now, so. Very unfortunate.
I know what you're trying to say, Bean, because I live in southern New Mexico, and this area down here is very agricultural, be it either people growing beef or people growing beans out in the field, you know. So one of the things that you find, not necessarily on farms as much maybe, but out where people are herding animals, you find a lot of people here that have blue heelers, Australian shepherds, and those dogs, like, I watch a lot of dog shows because I like animals, and I always have, so I like to watch dog shows just to see what's up. But one of the classes that they have in the dog show is they have herding. I want to say it's either the herding group or the and they also have another one called the working dog group, which is different.
I'll cheers to that.
So and I will tell you, having been around a lot of Australian shepherds and blue heelers, that if they don't have a herd to herd, and most commonly they were bred out of Australia. Both the Australian shepherd and the heelers came out of Australia, so they were bred to herd sheep predominantly. And so you have these dogs that's what they do.
Yeah,
and
they get depressed and all that if they don't.
Anymore, they'll herd you.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding you. Like, they will literally, they herd because that's just their, I don't know if it's
or they'll end up with depression and they get the same types of things that humans get into when they don't have a purpose or.
Yeah. So, you have dogs that are really super intelligent that are like that. A lot of them are your hounds, or they have some kind of hound and they're breeding somewhere along the line, or you have like dogs that are bred for pleasure, like pit bulls.
Okay, I'm gonna, like my name states, resident asshole. I'm gonna throw out a question to everybody. Don't look at me funny because I've never done it. Dogs as an entree, what do you think? Would you ever?
Hell to the no. Not unless I was starving and there wasn't no other opportunity.
So you would. You said no to begin with, but the answer is yes.
If it was already being cooked, I would eat it.
There's plenty of cultures. I think that's raise it as.
I'm not going to kill a dog to eat it, but if it's already on the grill.
Just because it's on the grill?
Sure, I'll give it a go.
I'm just saying, you guys have all seen the billboard of the animals lined up, and they're like, this is where we draw the line. Well, where do you draw the line? I don't know. I was just.
There isn't a line. There isn't a line. If I am on my deathbed and it comes between me and some animal,
Siberian Husky,
even another person, we might be eating some ass cheek.
Even if I'm just at the dinner party.
Shit. I'll cut off part of my ass cheek. You cut off part of yours. That way we're eating each other. We're not eating our own selves.
If anybody's ever seen Always Sunny,
because we got to survive. I'm not going to kill you, but we can shave off parts of each other's body real easily and fucking shit. I'll even feed you if you want. But we both going to survive.
So that's what's funny, though, is because we do eat animals that are actually closer to us. So we've got pigs and sheep that both have like very similarities to humans.
Pigs for sure. Yeah.
Well, the sheep, where men are men and sheep are scared. That whole saying, like, sheep have certain things.
There's no Amish people in this conversation. We're good.
I'll tell you what. If you look it up, it is 100% legal to buy and sell dog and cat for food in this country. So if you've ever eaten Chinese food, I can guarantee you've eaten one or the other.
Rick says it's Vietnamese.
Chicken doesn't look like that.
I love my
Vietnamese have yearly canine holiday.
I think a lot of the Asian countries do, and we always poo-poo on it just because we keep them as pets. And
it's the cute.
It's one of the main things in like a wet market. You always see the dogs and stuff.
But God forbid you kill a chicken over there.
Yeah.
Well, like in India, they worship rats, whereas here I wouldn't eat one, but I'd kill one. Over there, I'd be an asshole.
Well,
this says a pet is actually anything that is dependent of food, water, shelter, oxygen, space, safety, family. So if you have to provide any of that, it's considered a pet.
Is it all of that? Or?
Yeah. What is classified as a pet? A pet is an animal that depends on you for all of or any of food, water, shelter, oxygen, space, safety, or family.
Yeah, we definitely have guard dogs, and those we have to feed them.
But everything. Your cows. I mean, so your cow. If you're raising cows for cattle, for foods, for beverage, for any of it, they're considered pets.
Wasn't part of it the for companionship or pleasure though?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where are you reading that? What's that from?
This is what is classified as a pet, according to Google.
Okay.
Let's check Merriam-Webster, even though you can't really trust that anymore.
Why can't you trust it?
You see all these words that are getting added into that book?
Anything, anywhere. But like look at zoo animals, where us over here we look at exotic animals Oh, that was my other thought, Jason. Earlier, I said I had another thought. The zoo, are those working animals that we have in the zoo?
They're basically
100%.
strippers. They're basically strippers of the animal
100%.
kingdom.
They're
We
models.
just don't throw dollars at them.
Yeah,
Yep.
strippers, or are they slaves, or are they?
What's the
I
difference?
have been told that certain zoos, how they acquire,
Or prisoners? I should
it's
say.
money. It costs money. There's millions
Yeah,
of dollars invested in some of these animals that they get in some of these exhibits. Sorry, exhibits
Right.
that they get.
But some countries
Millions of
eat those
dollars.
animals, giraffe and gorilla and all this.
Well, but
like-
look what we used to do in the circuses, guys. You know, our circuses were no joke. They were mean to them animals.
I would say with the circus is more of working animals than the zoo, though. I don't know if I would
Yeah,
call the zoo working animals. It's more of the zoo owner's pets that he allows us to come see. Like,
Interesting theory.
Let's
Okay.
be honest, though. It's kind of a shitty life. Kind
Yeah,
of like
I
Hank
agree.
back here in this little tank. Like,
What's
he don't
that?
want that.
Yeah.
I put him there. He don't want that.
what about horses? You think that like you got like you ever hear of the island in South Carolina where it's out on the Outer Banks where they have wild horses?
Wild horses.
The full island, there's no like houses or anything there, but there's just wild horses that roam. And there's people that actually have to come in because and like shave the hooves and all that stuff, and like because their hooves will overgrow and stuff. They just stay out there unattended. So like in captivity, they're actually well taken care of, like groomed, and I don't know how well taken care of because you probably get the abuse along with it too.
Well, how did horses ever survive without us if we have to shave
I
their
think
hooves?
these are domesticated horses that became wild.
Yeah.
I think
'Cause
the
at some
problem
point
is
in time,
the
it's like
terrain
been
that
bred
they're
out of
in.
them.
There's nowhere for it, like
To
it's all
wear 'em
soft
down.
land, and there's nowhere for them to actually like shave their hooves down, like walk
Right.
on some rocks or anything hard.
Because I know out west, there's tons. I mean, Montana, all sorts of places out there got wild horses.
I was
Right.
with my son outside. This is a kind of a side note, but I've been I was a kid in the woods building forts, going hiking. Always had to have like a walking stick, you know, right? But I never thought until I was with my son in my driveway, I think yesterday, to take a rock and to use it to sort of like beat down and smooth down the like jagged points of my walking stick.
You're kind of behind the times, buddy.
I always,
Wait.
I think I just
Take
always
another
found
You don't
dab.
another
have
stick.
YouTube?
I just went
Take
for
another
a smoother
dab.
stick.
Welcome to the world.
It was a thing. It happened. I'm just saying. It was a thing.
So do you think what do you think the earliest pet was?
What's
Probably
the
the
wolf,
wolf.
Charles? Liking and sharing.
Do you think
And
it was a wolf?
I think it was a wolf.
Okay.
As much as I hate to say it,
Wolf
probably
dog.
a cat.
yeah, cat. I'm thinking cat. Egyptian.
I would say something smaller, something that somebody could catch and like put
This
into
says
like
the
a
dog came before the cat.
Probably like a
but
mouse.
It doesn't say as a pet,
Midgets are not allowed, Dango.
but it
You
does
cannot
say the
bring them
dog
into
came
this.
before the cat.
So
you
from
wouldn't think
what,
maybe a bug or like something small that somebody just caught, that, like maybe in an old
I could get
prison
on
cell.
board with that.
Well, what about a dinosaur?
No, hell no. Come on, man.
I mean,
Caveman had a little
Had
little
some balls
saber-tooth
on him.
tiger.
well,
He
okay.
couldn't
Are we
keep his balls
talking?
inside that loincloth for sure if he's catching dinosaurs?
I'm kind of with Bean
Jeez.
on this though, but I think if you want to define it as a pet or a domesticated animal that can do tricks for you, like that you could like not where you could have it chained to something and it pulls the thing, but where you could you could have it hunt for you or whatever. I don't think cats could do that really.
Hold on, is a pet an animal or can it be,
A person, yeah.
Cats
we'll
do
bring it.
hunt rats.
or even a bug?
Cats naturally hunt rats and mice.
Cats are
Like-
probably one of the
Yeah,
best
but
hunters
not
in the
not on
world.
command. That's just like
They're a natural predator.
I don't know.
Charles, I believe he's asking about the wheel.
Just
He tagged a bunch of
like
people
the
right
chairman.
there.
Are you on there, Charles?
$5 cash app being
My
done.
vote's for Charles.
we've got 14 likes. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. And 10 people popped through on X already. That's interesting. X with their crazy number thing now. Yeah, wow. There's 12 people here. What's up, Dan? Come on up, Dan. Anybody that wants to come up?
So is the main question working animals, yes or no, like good or bad?
We were going to talk more about pets too, but we had already kind of had a pet specific episode, so I thought, why not talk about how, you know, where pets came from, like Jason was talking about, how, you know, it was before that it was a working situation, and now we still have, you know, animals that we rely on for a lot of things, not just work, but food and for different abilities they have, some of the things that they make, like their excretions and different weird things that they make, medical things, all kinds of venoms and different stuff that we turn into other stuff, and it's crazy.
I think if we're going to use them for money, we need to take care of them properly. You know, they need to be well fed. They need to be in a very nice living area. You know,
we should probably start with the people that make us money too, though. I mean, like, where, you know what I mean? That's a
right.
If we people are so greedy.
If we can't treat each other right, then how can we treat animals?
But do you think it's the natural order of things, like that we're meant to work together to
be better for sure? But that's not the case. Unfortunately, most people, it's for me. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that the pigeons really worked back in the day?
I think so. Yeah. World War II.
Homing pigeons.
Sure.
I think they said like it was like 1 in 9.
1 in 9.
Like, hey, I got a message.
This is pretty good.
Well, you 9 of them out, and maybe one of them gets to their destination.
It's because they have like a built-in like honing device. You could take a pigeon and put it in a box and seal it up and drive 500 miles, and it'll get out of that box and fly back.
My sister's neighbor used to train them, and it was crazy, man. He'd cut them loose, and they'd come back.
So what do you feel about using? You know, we've done it. So animals for warfare.
Yeah, you saw that picture with the but that's kind of like animals for policing, and they become considered an officer or a soldier.
Yep.
And they give them all their own decorations and everything. The dogs, I don't know. I just want to fucking treat.
Is it fair to put that dog? Like the dog doesn't make that choice.
No, involuntary.
Dog,
Dog does what dog's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a bomb sniffing dog. That dog's gonna be the first one to die.
Explosive.
Or how about the canaries that we sent down into the caves to find out if it's smelling gas or not? You know, the poisonous gas for when we were down in certain caves, coal mines. You know, we sent the boxes of birds down in there. If they didn't come back out, fuck, nope, we ain't going down in there.
Close her up. I don't think it's a crazy idea. Actually, pretty intelligent.
Yeah.
We've used animals a long time for sacrifice.
Yeah, I thought about
sacrificial.
The space program.
Yeah.
Space program. The
launch some monkeys into space.
And dogs.
Right? You know, God only knows what the cosmonauts did.
I think people culturally define what pet is.
Okay.
Because isn't there a pet rock?
Yeah.
The rock. I mean, I don't know what
you
for companionship and pleasure.
Knock my neighbor's ass out.
That's why I said, like in the definition, does it say it has to be an animal?
No.
Well, you've heard the term pet student.
Oh.
No.
Got a pet.
Teacher's pet.
Oh, teacher's pet. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Teacher's pet, but pet student sounds like a different
Oh.
It's the same thing.
It sounds like they're on a leash in the
It's the same thing, but it's just a little bit. Kim's
Dude,
like,
I'm
I got
right
a pet
now.
student.
You got a cage next to you.
I got like 3 pet students. Kim's
Oh my god, I'm
You see
so
Kim
ready.
walking around with the ruler. She got her glasses tilted down. I'll see you after class.
Oh, snap.
Gross.
It's funny how much that happens, though.
That's disgusting.
But then you got, but then there's, well, back to
Teachers,
animals, though. You have some classrooms that will have, like, animal or classroom animals. What's up, Jenna? You want to come up? No? Okay, thanks. Have a good day. I'm just kidding. Because she's not gonna.
Yes,
Teacher
Benjamin.
Jenna, will you come up and grace us with your presence?
She shared and licked. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the thing down here just in case. See,
She's a
now she
link
will.
my ass.
See?
See?
That's all I get. I got Bean, I got Jenna. Next, they'll be like, "Come on, guys, please, somebody come up on my screen," and that's how that'll get somebody that way next.
See?
There'll be a real tier. The time after that, I'll be like,
I think it was because I asked her.
actually, I will tell you guys a little bit. I did have a real tier recently. You know, it's funny. I could probably go back and cut like 20 different live videos of myself telling you guys that my dog's doesn't have much more time, but yet now here he is, like he's still kicking, but no, he's really on the precipice now.
You're just trying to milk it.
I don't know.
He doesn't even have a dog.
Poor thing, he's a puppet. I bring him up here, and he's just no, like the poor thing, like he's died on me literally a few times, even live on my show. But now
I've seen it. I've seen him die. Like I seen you breathe life back into your dog. I'm like, oh man, Waylon. I said the next morning, I'm sorry for your loss, buddy. And he's like, no, he's alive. And I'm like, what do you mean he's alive? I seen him die.
I think Jenna's looking for the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I put her in.
Oh, was she in the back?
Yep, she's in the background.
I just have to make a box for her.
Oh.
We're just gonna go back to the regular boxes, and I'm gonna be tiny. I'm gonna
Teacher Jenna.
Hi.
What you doing?
Oh,
We're
right
talking
there.
about pets.
How's everybody? How's everybody in their mamas?
I'm getting big. I'm getting big over here.
You're big over here?
No, I'm getting big. I'm getting big. Oh, I'm
Why?
bigger. Now I'm
Why?
bigger. There we
Why?
go.
What's happening? What's happening?
I was tiny. Now I'm big.
Is that a banana in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
You'll
No.
get big one day.
Do you think that it's wrong to exploit plants to eat?
What's the
Plants?
is this the topic tonight?
Bananas. No, we're talking about animals and like working animals and all the different things that we, whether we abuse them or not, and I'm really worried about. We kind of talked about pets, and I'm worried about the food that we have to give our pets. And I don't know. It's
Waylon,
weird.
that's so funny that you say that, because my dog is like 9 years old and he eats this kibble, but he shits like 900 times a day. I'm like, this
Damn.
isn't normal. Like,
No,
you
that is not
should
normal.
be using this stuff and not just like eating it, shitting it out, eating it, shitting it out. So I just made him a whole bunch of like vegetables and things, and like cut up into things, and like put a little bit of kibble in, but like put like spinach and apples and carrots and cucumbers, and I don't even know what I put in there, but chicken, all the things left over out of my fridge, and I just put it up into things and like froze it for him. So it's so funny.
Yeah,
that
but
you
leftovers
bring that up.
though, with spices and stuff. Do you worry? I worry about that. If I've like overspiced my food, I can't.
There was no spice on
Cheers,
anything.
everybody.
It was all just mostly vegetable. The chicken had some barbecue sauce on it, but I didn't put that part on his. Like, barbecue sauce was on the top, and I cut that off and like put that to the side. But even if I did, he's had like, when something falls on the floor, like it's like tap your toe and it's like his. It doesn't matter if it's a pretzel, if it's a cracker, if it's a whatever. It's like,
Right, they eat out of the fucking toilet. They can eat a little bit of spice.
Yeah, like he's eating barbecue sauce in his life. It's not his first barbecue sauce.
I mean, I the way I figure with certain dogs, I'm gonna feed them good and whatnot, but they eat shit outside. Literally.
Yeah, that actually has living bacteria in it, and some of the food we're feeding them doesn't.
But you know, you guys, I just had a really big dog, and it was like feeding him 6 cups a day of kibble. And he would go outside and shit 6 cups a day of kibble outside. And it was like being no use. And I've heard that people that feed their dog raw, they don't poop and they don't have bad teeth problems and they don't shed as much. Like the things in dog food isn't actually what your dog should be eating.
Well, I heard that you can feed your dog frozen chicken, like frozen raw chicken, and it's actually good for them.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. Like I've been told forever that dogs aren't supposed to eat raw chicken, and now all of a sudden, if it's frozen, it's just fine. They can eat the bone and all.
I think that's because of the salmonella.
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't it salmonella that's on chicken?
Chicken, pork. Yep.
Yeah, it's probably because if it's in frozen form, then maybe they can't get salmonella.
I'm wondering,
but I know you can't feed
frozen
any animal raw chicken.
No, I'm wondering if it's just
That's
like frozen cooked chicken. I know other meats would probably be okay, like pork and steak would probably be okay raw, but I bet you that chicken is probably just cooked and then frozen.
Yeah. Well, I just think that the reason why the thing was about not feeding them chicken has to do with salmonella. But it makes sense that if you're feeding it to them frozen, if you're feeding it to them frozen, then that risk of the salmonella bacteria making them sick, because they can get salmonella poisoning just like humans.
That's crazy, Leslie. Leslie had a deer that would eat chicken. Like I thought deer were like, not meat eaters.
Huh, that's crazy.
It says frozen chicken can be a nutrients added to your dog's diet when fed raw and frozen. It contains essential nutrients and enzymes in their most unaltered form.
What's up, Daz? Come on up, bro.
That's crazy.
Got Daz Exotic in the house.
Cheers, everybody. 30 people watching right now.
That's not true.
No?
If you look at it, you just have to subtract the X viewers.
Why would I subtract viewers? They're still here watching.
They're not. X does it differently now.
What's
X
up, Brandon?
does it differently now. So what they do is they stack up the number of people that pop through. There may be 0, there might be 1, there might be, more than 1. Like it says 13, which is like the number of people. Like right now, Margaret's here, so cheers, Margaret. Looks like pub time on the YouTube. Okay, cheers.
You got 17 just on your page.
Yeah, no, that's
now on your page.
That's what I like to look at. And the Rumble, I like Rumble, but tonight Rumble's not doing so well tonight. 7 people. I do run the replay, so a lot of people catch us throughout the day. So remember that, guys. This gets played all the way until next week, until the next people in the boxes on replay, in the loop, in the playlist loop. So
I didn't sign the release form.
Yeah, no wonder all that shit's getting added during the week.
Got your likeness. Well, you're giving us a free crotch shot, so I guess
Hey, I'm waist up.
You got this, like, what is that? A popsicle or a orange and green sword in your name? That's right where your
That's where the banana came from.
Look at the, like right next to the beans in your name. It's right where it should be. That's hilarious. What is that? The stick looking, the penis looking thing, the phallic shaped.
No, it's it. You ever see one of these things?
That's not what's on in your name tag, though.
Oh no, that's a bean and a dongo.
The dongo. No, the what's a dongo?
So a dongo is a dough ball that you can either make sweet or savory. Like you could have cheesesteak in it, or you could have it like a donut.
Oh, the kind from like, what is it? Is it Japan? I want to say. Or
Is that like
Japanese?
Showered
Yeah.
or not showered?
Okay.
Come again?
Is that like it's if your nuts are showered or not?
Oh, I heard.
Flavored and unflavored, yeah.
So yeah, I'm making a coffee shop called Bean Dongos. So we're gonna have coffee, beans, and the dongos. That shit is gonna be fire.
Are they gonna play the gongo?
Ashley says it's legal to sell chicken. Any dongo. But it's just funny.
You know that about me.
His dongo's right where his crotch is. It's funny.
Right where my dongo's at.
That's funny. Sit back a little bit.
Does anyone know where his dongo's at?
Oh my god, that's funny.
Another dab.
We need something, that's for
Another
sure.
dab, another day.
Coming at you.
So what do you think the strangest pet is? What do we got?
I would say all of exotic killer animals, like all of your run of the mill Tiger Kings and your such.
No, see, I'm going with spider.
not-
Like
no,
a
that's-
spider as a pet to me is just weird.
What about rats? Like, what have people like pet rats?
I mean, but some rats are cute and cuddly.
Weirdest pet would be
Look at Philo Goes West. He was a cute and cuddly rat.
Yeah,
I'm with
those
Ryan.
are definitely weird, but I think birds are the weirdest pet. Like
Bird,
that you're
okay.
completely taking that thing out of its environment. Like all
There's
the other
one in
ones, you
my
can
local-
kind of recreate their environment.
My local hardware
You
store
think
has one.
every animal is taken out of their environment.
I
and
think-
have their house.
I would
A
never have a
dog,
pet of my own
cat,
because I think it's weird to put a living thing in a cage. But
Spider.
You don't have any pets at all?
there's a cat that lives here.
Okay.
But if it was my cat, that door would be open.
Cheers.
Okay.
But it's like I just think it's weird to like. I know that they were born into it; they don't know any better. But like, they're essentially in a cage because they're not allowed out of these four walls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, it's a house, it's comfortable, but it's still a cage.
Is that when you make it become family?
Is that not the same cage that you're in? Do you want to have a
Yeah, but I get to open
fun
that door
in
and
your
leave.
cage? Or do
Right.
you want to sit by yourself in your cage?
Wait, say the first part again.
I said, is it not the same cage that you sit in, and do you not want your cage to be fun, or do you want to sit by yourself?
Well, that's cool for me, but what about that other living thing?
That other living thing loves you to pieces and wants to do everything that you
Sure,
do,
and that's all it
thinks you're
knows,
the
but if
coolest
it-
person in the world.
Yeah, that's all it knows though. But if it knew that it could
It
have been
doesn't, though.
free and wild,
It
you
doesn't
don't
know
think it would have made that choice?
It doesn't know anything, just like you don't know anything outside of those four walls.
True. It's a good
So
point.
if
You might
the
as well
pet
have
gets
someone
out
join
and
you
comes
in your
back,
misery.
I mean,
You might as well have
what
someone
happens
join
then?
you.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't mind like an indoor-outdoor cat. That's its choice to
Okay.
come in
Don't get
here.
a fucking
Like-
cat.
I'm joking, fucking cat.
Do you know what? I had the cat in my neighborhood down at school wreck my whole sandbox, like pooping in a box in my sandbox at school. So like, I feel like catios are a really good thing for people. Like, my dog isn't allowed to go around the neighborhood and shit in everyone's yard.
What about a
Why
chia?
is your cat allowed to do that?
Why do you go shit in everybody's yard then?
I do. I want to shit in everybody's yard, and I've shit in a few people's yard, but that doesn't.
I know
need to
you
be
have.
talked about here.
Sorry, Mrs. Jefferson.
This is like this could be traced back. To
Be
me.
0, there might be 1.
My bad.
And I've shit in the ocean, just so y'all know that happened.
Man,
Somebody said an ant farm. An ant farm is definitely a weird pet. I have a turtle.
That is a weird one.
I got a turtle, and
No.
there's times that I do feel bad for my turtle that she's in her cage and I haven't been able, or in her tank, and I haven't been able to get her out and let her run for a couple hours.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I had about
Have a-
100 pet
have a
snakes at one
child.
time.
Have a
Oh,
child.
fuck no. I don't know. Who said, what? Did you
Yeah,
call
there's
your child
there's a
your
bank
pet?
up the street from
Have
my
a
house.
child that you feel like
Did
you
you
haven't
call your
been
child your pet?
for 5 hours.
There's a bank up the street from my house with this like gravel pile behind it, and if you flip over the big rocks, you could find like garter snake. So we were like, me and my brothers, like 9, 10, 12, 13. we ended up collecting these snakes, and we'd take them home, and my whole third floor was like sealed off because it like let the draft in. So we just opened that door and throw the snakes up there, and we just started collecting them. Like dumb
Y'all
little
would
kids.
not seen the light of day if you were my fucking kids.
Dude,
You
my
would-
sister
oh my
opened
God.
that door. My sister opened the door, panicked, ran, didn't tell anybody. And that, when my mom got home from work, there's snakes like pouring down the steps all throughout the living room and shit. Like she walked in and
I
she's
would've lit
looking
the
down and
house
she's
on
like, "What are
fire
these
and died.
strings?"
House
Yeah.
is being lit on fire and I'm out.
What are these strings? She said.
Yeah, she thought it was just like, she's like, what's going on here? Like, couldn't even imagine it would be snakes. And then saw one move and freaked out and ran out of the house. Yeah, we weren't allowed out for a while.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 boys together. We
Leslie, eat
found to
something,
do some
bro.
dumb shit.
Yeah, I used to come home. We lived in the islands when I was little, and I would go out and catch handfuls of lizards. My mom said I would come in and I'd just have a handful of lizards, and I'd come in and I'd turn those lizards loose in her house, and she'd freak out. It's pretty funny.
Crazy. Yeah. Does anybody have any exotic animals?
I had a ferret.
I've had all kinds of things with pets.
I had a ferret, and I named her Flower, like the skunk on. What's going on?
Hey,
What's the noises? I'm hearing noise. Okay.
it's me, as always.
Like either like low end farts, like bubbly low end farts, or it's like somebody like tip tapping on something.
I'll get
Anybody
on my
else hear it?
computer. I'll get on my computer. It's always me.
Oh, it is
know?
you. Oh, I forgot
It's been
that
for
you had.
years. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
this. I'll be back.
Put it on your phone. The look on her face, like, oh, maybe it was the look of, oh, I just thought of that. That's good. That's a good answer. I need to get one too, though. To be honest, if I had to be on my phone, it would be not good.
Yeah.
I've had all kinds of things as pets. I've had all kinds of, like, my dad was a rancher, so I was raised around horses. My dad had polo horses for a long time when I was a kid. So all kinds of farm animals, all kinds of stuff.
Did you guys hear about a lot of us had hamsters when we were younger?
Yeah.
And we would just come home and think that they were dead. And then, just recently I've come across an article that found out that hamsters hibernate. And I wonder how many of us buried our hamster out back because we thought it was dead, and it really wasn't dead. It was hibernating.
Well, I can tell you with my ferret, when I found her, when she was laying on her side, and I could pick her up from her tail, and she was completely straight all the way across. Like, I knew she was dead. Like, that's, when you hibernate, you don't get rigor mortis. So that's one way. But, yeah, I know what you're saying. I actually had a situation with my cat. My cat had died behind me on a couch. I was sitting on my couch, and I turned around, heard him kind of choking, and he was dead. Well, after
Wait. My man just sitting behind you and just died.
yeah,
Just chilling right here on the headrest of your couch. And
something. I didn't know what happened, but then now to this day, where I'm like, could I have tried to pump his heart? Like I tried to I did what I could, but I didn't know at the time what I knew now, because now I've had to deal with my dog so many times, bringing him back to life, and I'm like, well, what if
you
that?
don't need no more pets, Waylon.
What, he was 17?
You have the
Bro.
worst
That was
lot.
17. How many? Okay, look. How many people actually
You
keep
almost
their
had to
pets
give your
going?
cat mouth to mouth, and you're like, nah, you can die. But my dog, I'm gonna give mouth to mouth.
I've never given my dog mouth to mouth. What do you mean? I've not had to do that. All I've had to do was I pump his heart in his lungs and keep get them clear again and stuff. Oh, sorry, Jenna. 1 second, I'm coming for you. I'm just saying, like he was 17 though, so I mean, it was his time. It was just a weird way to go. Like I turned around and I thought you had like a hairball or something, It's just dying. Like, whoa.
I'm dead.
But how many of us have like had pets until like all the way till they died, And I think it might be sad, but it's also like that's really like if you have it the whole lifetime, that's what's going to happen.
I had my dog 17 years, and it made me heartless when she passed. So I won't feel the same towards another animal. It just can't happen.
Have a python.
It's an unfortunate situation, I don't know why it is that I truly can't feel that I can get another dog or something like that, but I just don't want to go through that shit again.
Yeah.
Well,
I think what helps, especially if you think about it in more of the like Little House on the Prairie or whatever, the ranch or like that kind of a situation, you have a pack of dogs. And it's like one dies, and that's great. You have a sad, that was a great dog. You had he had a great run and whatnot, but you've got 6 other dogs that help to keep tend the ranch or whatever, and so you sort of keep a cycle going. And I think people do that now, like me having 2 pets. I kind of keep the cycle going, and then
Hey, Lynn, I have a question because I haven't talked to you in a while.
Well, hello there.
Did your Duke puppy die?
No, he's still he hasn't really eaten much today. He didn't want to eat today, so I kind of know
that's good to know because it's been a while, and I feel like you had like some things happen. So I'm glad that he's okay still.
Well, I don't know if I'd say okay, but he's all right. I mean, he's basically a literal like skeleton with skin. He doesn't want to eat much, so.
Isn't that how we all die?
Yeah, and it's like it's a bittersweet, it might be sad, but I've also kept him alive for way longer than his expectancy. And Jason, like we were just saying, knows that I've gone through so many scares. It's like I'm almost thinking, and it's a sad moment for me because I'm actually considering putting him down, and I've never had to do that.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 13, I think now.
Wouldn't it be so nice when we get to be our elder age? And I hope this happens. Like it's already kind of all happening, but in our elder age to be able to do that. Like we can do that for our animals when they're done and their life is over and they're like it's time for them to go. Wouldn't it be to their elder people too?
I mean, it just depends on your religion, I guess.
Well,
here we are on a totally different topic.
Well, you're in Canada, guys. Everybody at home listening, Jenna's in Canada. We all know that Canada already has assisted situations for their folks. So there must be more. Like she might be more like
their team. Fuck them kids and fuck them elders.
Yeah. Just like Sparta. We are Sparta.
Most of my things.
The strong survive.
And I'm fucking the elders. Like all of the things. I'm doing all of the things. Okay.
Much love, Shane.
Hey, Shane.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, Brian Williams glass blowing in the house. Brian, we need to get you up on People in the Boxes sometime to show us what glass blowing is all about. We could talk about glass blowing on an episode. What do you think, Jason? That could be a good one.
Oh, that'd be an awesome episode.
Get some other glass blowers on.
So,
is that on my head?
Definitely.
You talk about their hardest piece or their most difficult.
Does anyone else see that on their head?
Yeah, it's on your head.
Is it on my head or your head?
Yours.
What am I looking at? The shine on your forehead?
I don't know. Is it on my head or your head? Everyone rub their head right now and like see if it's me or you.
It's you.
What is this? Did you learn this from one of your students recently? Is this a joke? The kids?
Oh, I'm just wondering.
You don't see the mark on her head?
Does everyone not see that mark? It's right here.
Yep, on you.
Mm-hmm.
Clean your phone.
You might want to clean your phone.
Hold on, I'm really good at this.
Not your camera, your phone, asshole.
Kelly, an episode.
I'm not on my phone. Why would I have to clean my phone? What does that mark? It's not on me.
Did we talk about gambling? I know we probably brought it up, but did we do it?
Well, somebody brought up the dog races. Bean brought up the dog races and stuff, and I didn't even think about dog races and horse racing and jockey. Even cockfights. Yeah, there's been a lot of gambling with animals.
Yeah.
So
dog fights are really big here in Canada. Do you guys have
dog fights
it's illegal
down here too?
Yeah, it used to be a big thing, but I'm sure they still do it like in the underground shit. Like,
we have a lot
to be bad though.
You post your dog for free, like you never post your dog for free, even if it is $300, $500, whatever it is. Maybe like if you post them for free, they're going to
have a little chow fighting a boxer, like got this free chow.
Literal. Joe Kelly was saying an episode about poker. So I thought, I wonder if we've done like gambling in general as an episode. But yeah, gambling towards
like really let's like hyper focus on poker. Like what it makes
that would be like we can't do a whole episode on that. You'd have to sort of broaden it out to like
because every gambler has their poison. So it's
the only thing that we've talked about gambling is during the addiction episode.
Yeah.
Well, because on the pokers. Like what makes
you poker? You brought her.
I always poke whatever's brought. I don't care. Poke it.
We know.
Boy, girl, fucking whole.
Teacher Jenna, folks. Teacher Jenna. She teaches your kindergartners, everybody. The Canadian education system.
Kindergartners, thank you.
All right, Leslie.
Kindergartners.
Do you guys see a future where we have dog-driven carriages?
I'm thinking about changing profession to just teach dogs and not children. I could get those like cart-driven things you're talking about.
Well, what I want is like what I want to see is like a movie with like a post-apocalyptic theme, where like maybe horses are all gone and like their technology's kind of got like broken down and people are like they've got carriages driven by packs of dogs instead of sleds.
Canada?
Like no, not sleds, but like with wheels. They've got like.
Was the I Am Legend dog? Look at him. He was pretty smart.
Why would you need a wheel?
I think they have a sequel of that coming up pretty soon.
Really?
How would you do that?
Poker players in the room.
How would you do it? Just like a sled, dog sled.
No, not how. Why?
Why? Like
really?
You don't have bigger animals. Like maybe like all the big animals are. You have.
Easier to acquire dogs than horses.
Huh?
It's easier to acquire dogs than horses.
And what if you had them as trained animals for like when they're not like you can't use horses as guard horses when they're not on the thing. So like dogs in between are super valuable.
Guard horses?
Well, I'm saying that's why it's another reason I would have dogs running my sled.
Horses can't guard anything.
That's what I said.
Are you using it for like transportation or like the whole thing?
Well, I'm just saying that you could do both.
Is that going to be your daily driver?
Maybe in this apocalyptic world where like maybe there's all big animals have been killed off somehow or whatever, and then
I got this new brown sled. It's a 7 husky power.
7 husky power, yes. There you go. All right.
Be a lot of dogs just running around now.
Well, I think they're just more trainable too. You can train a horse, but you can't train a horse to like fight for you.
Well, what about the horse on Never Ending Story that just died in the swamp? It's like it just sat there and just sank. Like, I'm not even gonna fight. I'm not even gonna fight. I'm just gonna die.
There's a lot of videos of like sheep and lamb in mud in like Ireland and stuff. Have you seen these videos of people digging them out,
sit there
and stuff? They're just stuck. there's videos of like using different equipment and people just coming in by their horns and just pulling them out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlene.
Fucking take
Oh, by their horns, bullfighting.
pull you out.
Bullfighting.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Fiends don't laugh. They didn't hear
Are
it.
the bulls treated well?
Never.
What about the bull run?
What do you think
Bull
makes
riding?
Do you not know
Well,
what
the
they
run,
do
the
those
run
bulls
where they-
during the
tie
bull
their
fight?
they tie their balls up? That's what makes them mad.
Okay.
Do you know what they
Yeah,
do?
they fucking stab and
And that's what makes them like buck and stuff.
Do you
And then-
know what they do to those bulls during the bullfight?
No.
They
I have no
stab
clue.
them. They stab those long spear things,
Mm-hmm.
spears, and it ends up killing the bull.
That's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
That's not.
And
what-
that's how they die. Thousands of stabs.
Well, maybe, but that's not what happens in my town.
Well, you have
Bullfighting comes out of Spain. So
you have a big bullfighting ring.
Well, you tie their you tie their balls up, and that's what makes them like buck and stuff. Then you have the rodeo clowns that like try to jump out the way, but you also have like the hog tie-in. Like everything is like linked in, right? Like everything is a thing. Do you guys not know this?
What?
Have you ever been to the rodeo?
No.
No,
No,
but
yeah.
I was accused once of being too fat to ride to be a bull rider. So
Did you ever go to the bar and just ride on that the mechanical one?
we have one of those nearby. We do have one of those. We have bull nearby. You know, I'm in Illinois. Like we have, I'm sure I don't think there's any bull riding, but we do have some. We'll have fairs. We have like a bunch of fairs, different county fairs, and there's some of that around. Oh, Valerie.
Anyway.
But semi truck. Oh, poles. Okay. Fell off onto his head. Knocked him out. Wow, Valerie.
Crazy.
Hi, Shane. Hi, Ashley.
Okay, what about the movies with the gorillas that can speak sign language?
that's
The what?
We haven't seen much of them anymore.
Did you say? Oh, you said gorillas. I thought you said gremlins at first.
No, the gorillas that can speak sign language. You know, they had a couple of them that were all based on a true story and stuff, and I think one of them died. I would have to check, but we haven't heard anything about them in years. You know, what do you think about these monkeys? Do you think?
I'm a monkey.
I would love to have a monkey. Why can't we own monkeys?
Have you seen those TikTokers that have monkeys and have like little gyms and stuff set up in their garage and their monkeys live there? Can you
Yeah.
make monkeys? Or
Yeah,
maybe-
We
Monkeys
can't have
grow up
monkeys. I
though,
don't
and they
think.
get strong unless you get one of them little fucking mini
We don't
ones.
monkeys here. Like, where the fuck do you get your monkeys from?
So
Monkeys
my
are
great
scary.
grandma had a chimpanzee and she had 2 spider monkeys. And I remember seeing them. I was little. I was probably about 4 years old, maybe 5. And
They
I
can
didn't
kill
like
you
them.
quick.
I don't like monkeys.
They're scary. What's up, Shane?
They
Shane,
are.
on this wheel. If you make sure
And
you
they're
hit that
crazy
button.
strong.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the story? God, it's been a while now where that lady got her face ripped off
Yeah.
by the monkey?
Diane seen one today with the Rock talking to a gorilla in sign language.
The Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, like The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Rock Johnson?
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I was like, wait, what? The Rock?
Valerie says she had a spider monkey when she was younger.
A spider monkey might be okay, but a chimpanzee could rip your face off.
Like, where did you get your spider monkey? Where do you live?
It was just like this little shop.
Brazil? Like, are you in Brazil? Where are we?
My great grandma lived in Illinois.
And she had a motherfucking spider monkey.
She had 2 spider monkeys.
Was she a drug kingpin?
I don't know. I think if
like
you have enough money and you talk, if you have enough money, you talk to enough people, you can find anything you want.
you can get what you want. It's called a black market, a black web. Never mind. In some places in the U.S., they just have like permits, and you can just have a monkey.
I knew a guy that had a small zoo.
All right, Lion King.
You shared, commented on both Facebook and Rumble. That's gross.
What?
Said Shane.
Why is it gross?
Well, because I don't know. I read it out loud.
Wow.
Sorry.
What's gross about it, though? Like, Shane, bro, you're going to have to come up here and defend your honor against Jenna.
See, wait, Valerie lived in Illinois.
Popeye.
It's mostly because I'm mad right now.
Dad got it for her for her birthday. Okay, spoiled much?
Had a shitty date.
You don't take it out on poor Shane.
I'm sorry, Shane.
Gracious.
Illinois must be friendly to monkeys because that's where my great grandma lived. Was in
Right. Like, what is going on here? I'm
got corn monkeys, I've heard, but
Who is taking over? What happened here?
what's up, guys? If you're coming in,
Running this shit.
share us out and hit that like button, and I'll put you on.
Probably gonna go soon. Waylon's gonna cut me off super soon.
What are you drinking?
Who?
You.
Whoa.
So you're sniffing. I see.
No.
That's a whole different beast.
Why do I gotta say? I think I'm putting it out here, Shane. You see it?
I was just slurping up the slurp. No. I'm just drinking.
Thanks for putting it out. Well, I don't know. I just couldn't make it any more louder. I just thought it was.
Pot, you? Yeah, so I said beer, smoking pot, you?
I may or may not have freaked out my guests last night that were not expecting me to do a dab, and I did one anyway.
You freaked someone out last night?
I said I may or may not have. I don't know.
Well, tell me what
It's
happened. I didn't tune in. So
What's
what
up?
happened?
But before you tell her about that, Jenna, what did I do to you? I don't do nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
I'll tell you next week what you did to me.
Tell me next week.
Next week. What the fuck?
Preemptively. Okay.
So we ain't gonna see Jenna again for another month, guys. So that's what you're saying.
See you next week.
I don't think that's how this works.
No, I'll tell you yesterday.
Told me
going on with this
yesterday.
thing?
Oh man, I don't think I'm that high. Not yet.
Is this a bomb sniffing dog that we have over here? Is that how come the guy has a helmet on, but the dog's going up there with no armor, no nothing on?
What do you
That's a
mean,
good
dog?
question.
Armor?
Right. Well, the guy the
Smooth.
dude's not really wearing any armor either. He just has a helmet on, and that helmet's probably not a real helmet either.
I have a question.
It's a photo.
Was it
Jesus.
still light in Florida if it's light where I am? You have the same kind of lightness as me, but you're in like a different time zone.
This isn't the outside. This is a portal.
Can you please,
Portal.
can you please show me your portal?
Looks like the outside. It's actually
That's a portal that walks through.
Inside the house. Okay, cool.
I thought we were friends, Jenna.
Definitely
Trying
a
to switch the
portal.
subject.
Jenna ain't friends with anybody, Shane. Don't let her lie to you.
We are friends yesterday.
yesterday.
Something happened yesterday.
What do you want? Because I need some.
Be careful there, Shane.
It's spring break for teachers. That's all I have to say right now. That's
Well,
all.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure dealing with a lot of kids all day long for multiple days on end is hell.
I had the best. Like I told Bean this morning, I'm like, I have to go to work last day, PJs and fucking pancakes. And he's like, oh, that sounds like a terrible day.
Right.
Yeah, I have to go to work.
It's so
2 days of
horrible.
pancakes.
Like, okay, like you organize 19 children to make pancakes, sit down, and I make them like cut their own pancakes, and they have to wash their own dishes. Like
Yeah, I guess some are pets.
doing things. I'm a
Good
hard
luck with that.
ass. What's fucking
19 of them. Damn.
19, 4 and 5-year-olds to do all of those things. That I make them put up the chairs, move the tables. They have to do all of the things. So
I give you props.
I had to cook the pancakes. I had to organize 19 fucking 4 and 5-year-olds. Nobody got hurt. This is my fourth year of doing like things. So everyone goes home alive. That's all we have to do.
So, do you treat them like pets, Jenna?
No.
They rely on you for safety.
I don't want them to rely on me. My job is to make them independent.
Yeah, well,
he's gonna make them strong. Only the strong survive.
I would just love my dog to like be able to shut the door after she's opened it to come back in the house. You know.
My next thing is going to be dog training. It seems a lot easier than children.
Oh, Valerie, don't take that the wrong way. I'm sorry if you took that the wrong way. I apologize. I was born in 1956.
You probably rig something up that your dog walks through that would close your door.
Oh, I didn't see Valerie was one that had a monkey in their family.
Yeah, she had a monkey. Her dad bought her a monkey, and I said spoiled. I didn't mean for her to take that the wrong way. I apologize.
Get him, Val. Get him.
We had a monkey in my family.
Well, I know you're spoiled. So.
I knew that. I knew where he was going. I was a monkey, actually. It used to be like any tree that was in our area, I was climbing it.
Yeah, you fell on your head a lot. That's what happened. Okay.
I actually did a couple times. One time I fell on my head. It wasn't from a tree. It was from I was at my grandmother's, and there was a playground nearby, and the playground had these two poles that you would have a bell at the top. And I didn't know this at the time. They didn't have those anymore. They took the bells away and stuff. And it was just these two poles. So I wanted to climb up them upside down and using both poles instead of just one. And about halfway up, I fell down on my head, and then I had to have stitches.
Your arms just give out, or what? Like
I slipped. I think it was like. I'm not sure what I was doing, honestly.
I don't like them are tough poles.
I was I don't know. I'd like to climb things for craziness. Like I went to in the fair. I was as a young kid. I did the thing with the rock climbing wall. You know, and this whole was around me watching. You know, they're cheering me on, but like I wasn't able to. I didn't look above me. I was actually there. You're supposed to grab this tennis ball. It was right there. I just didn't realize it was right above me instead of continuing trying to climb. You know, you only got so much time. Anyway, nice. Where's none of you can hit the applause for? Oh goodness, I'll hit it.
No, can't hit it.
Anyway,
so back to pets a little bit. The other one I wanted to get to was Lassie, Mr. Ed, some of the TV pets that had, them were working pets, right?
Yeah.
TV pets?
Working celebrity TV pets. They were hundreds of shows were made.
Lassie.
You got that. You got, Mr. Ed was freaking hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah, Flipper, and then of course everybody's favorite, Old Yeller. Wait, that's not. Was that
Free Willy?
Not my favorite, but
it was a lesson learned, I guess, as kids for sure, man. That was a real movie. But then what do you think, Jason, about the animation of animals where they now all can speak English and they can all talk to us and so that makes us more apt to think of them as people. Oh, it's my baby, it's my son. No, that's a beast that you've domesticated in order to do things for you, whether that's cuddle up on a cold winter night, or to take out, robbers and would be, bad guys. Like, I don't know, man. Like, are we getting ourselves too? Are we? I think we're getting ourselves too into thinking that our pets are. Then you might get into religion where we're thinking of souls. Does a dog have a soul? Do we think all dogs go to heaven? Remember that movie?
I think with the pet aspect,
We put a lot on them.
Yeah.
Really.
That's a hard one to say. It's a hard one to say, truly, because with different people, they get pets for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of us on screen would get a pet for a different reason.
Where the fun?
All I gotta say is keep your pet out of the restaurant, please. I gotta eat in here.
I agree. I understand emotional support animals. I do, but there's a time and a place.
Yeah, be courteous to the people around you, just like you want them to be courteous of you.
Yeah, we have to have our hair in a hairnet. Our beard in a beard net, so there's not hair and stuff floating around.
And I mean, no bullshit. There are people that are legit allergic to stuff now. Like,
I am.
Yeah, so.
I tell you what, though, I gotta go here, you guys. Jason, don't hurt me, man. Don't hurt me. But do we think it's wrong in certain countries for bestiality?
Yes.
Why is it wrong? I mean, I think I would. It's not my cup of tea. But when I was in Iraq, for instance, I did a perimeter guard where in our base, every unit on the base had to rotate out some of their people in order to keep the guard up. And so we would be in this tower for 8-hour shifts. And these guys took a recording of some local gentlemen near their hut. Looked like it was sort of like a mud hut. And one guy, was kind enough to hold on to the sheep's head for the other guy. And then once that video started to circulate, I believe they were made to delete all of it and stuff. But yeah, that's either a normal thing in places.
No.
What's up, Ty?
No, it's not.
Donkey shows over here in Mexico.
That's insane too. Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
I mean, I'm sure it varies a little bit, but yes.
Yeah.
For the most part. So it's crazy, but
no.
The animal may not. You could say it's against their will, but you wouldn't say that by watching them. I'm guessing. So who knows? Who knows?
What do you mean by watching them? You're a sick fuck if you're trying to watch them. I don't care who you are.
I don't know. I don't think
like she said, it's a whole show. It's literal like people like whole audiences go to.
Alan, I came in at the wrong time if this is where he's going. Because shit.
Listen, you guys are all immature. What I'm saying,
I don't think I could wrap my head around that being okay in any
no.
Just the cross species thing.
I'm not saying you should think it's okay. I'm just posing the question because it's such a thing around the world.
Yeah. I think it's just out of desperation. It's not really they want to do it or they like to do it. It's that they haven't been around a fucking vagina in years and they look over and the sheep's just shaking its ass at them, like just walking by.
You sassy sheep, you. Or looking at me like that.
Also, that video could be a video of like a hazing situation too. Like, what was
if I was the farmer, I would sue.
A ritual.
I would sue. They violated my sheep.
Stay off my grass. Part of the family. If anybody gets it, I get it.
I guess that's a true meaning of working animal right there, huh?
I mean, we can mention that it's a thing around the world, and also say that it's not our thing. You know, like it's a sad thing, but it also there's also, we've talked about it before. There's also animals that will, like wild animals that will rape humans. We've talked about.
Oh, there is dolphins. Dolphin rape is real.
Yeah, we've talked about it a few times, and that's
rape is real.
Dolphins are domesticated in some ways when we have our Sea World and stuff, but then the wild ones, man, those are the ones you got to worry about.
They'll smack you with that 7-foot schlong.
But I think
don't tempt me.
I think the bestiality stuff happens more in like the second and third world countries where it's like more impoverished and dirty, because and I've talked about it before, like in those types of places the women like don't want to sleep with the men because it's dirty and like there's disease and filth and all that stuff, so the men resort to fucking the sheep or whatever. Like,
well, it's not just that, it's also that some of those countries deal where a little bit more where the men of power have all the women kind of thing.
True.
So you have this like one man with like, it's not always like a harem or whatever, but like there'll be like a lot of wives for like the some of the people at the top.
That's not always what happens, though. They often
it's just the
clitoris of the women, so there's no like sexual drive for the women, and the men can do what they want.
Yeah.
Where's that?
What did you just say?
He said, "Where is that at?"
Episode, guys, sex.
DMs and say that to me. Do it.
Yeah, well, I don't think we need to resort to the animal kingdom just yet. But in like I think it was World War II that I believe it was Germany trying to get apes and humans hybrids through the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way.
Disgusting.
Wow.
It happened. It was an experiment.
Work, I promise.
I don't think it worked, but we never know, man. That could be like it could have happened.
That would be a fight. Like that.
Look, I can't. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't remember if they tried to do it like a different way with devices or whatever, but I believe they forced some of that to happen to try to get it. Like
maybe in the 20s and 30s.
I said World War II, man. I said World War II. Like what? Like how much more context do I got to give? Goodness.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
In World War II.
The old-fashioned way.
To try to saw them together.
All right.
They wanted super soldiers and
Dr. Jekyll.
It makes sense before you know of like DNA really and like.
I've read what you're talking about.
Yeah, they probably tried with other things too. Who knows? Got some giraffe people running around there. Just a person's head way up there on the giraffe neck. Oh man, giraffes are weird. Like I wonder if giraffes are, besides in the zoo, are giraffes used for anything? Do people ride giraffes? I wouldn't think so. I don't think they're like particularly.
I wonder if giraffes have ever had a job.
Just the zoo.
They top all the trees.
Ashley said
They have to be a dinosaur of some sort. They must be like a Brachiosaurus ancestor, right?
I don't know. I've never really researched it.
I don't know this.
There's other long neck. Well, maybe you're
right.
Well,
I never realized how big a giraffe was until I went to the zoo. They are huge.
Like 12 feet or whatever.
Their head is bigger than me. Like the giraffe that I saw, its whole head, like from the back of its head to its nose, is bigger than me standing up.
Have you ever seen their tongue?
God damn. A what?
Their tongue?
Oh, yeah.
the big black
Oh, keep
dingle.
going.
Like you think it might be like something like cute and like red, like an our tongue, and then it's like this big black. I feel like snake.
Look at the amount of throat it has to hold a tongue. Like,
Oh,
that
yeah, I
thing's
know.
down in there, man.
It's a snake in their throat.
Yeah, basically the throat
Pretty
snake.
much.
Let me see
You
your
would
throat
think
snake.
it looked
Whoa,
like
whoa, what? The what?
Black and a snake.
That's funny. Well, my son has actually been into animals a lot lately, and I'm glad that there's a couple cool channels that have like kid shows with. They do the puppets and they do all the same things that other kid shows do, but it's much more driven toward animal kingdom type stuff and all of the facts about animals, and I'm glad that he's into it like that. But he's actually in person at the zoo and stuff, or petting zoo. He's not all that worried about it. It's not that he's scared or anything, but it's just like, there's a goat right there. Nah. Like he doesn't really like, he'll feed them a little bit, but he's much more into watching them, different cool videos, like kind of like we used to do the National Geographic when we were all kids. It'd be quick to put that on almost any time of the day, and you'd have like videos of crazy, insane things happening with animals. But this is like less killing. Like National Geographic, you might pop in and it'd be like, oh, he's swooping, he's coming in, like a cheetah coming in for the kill or whatever on a random video.
Yeah, I mean, you get kids attached to anything videos now. You make a VR headset game of a kid where you have to clean the house. They'd play it all day.
Thank you for the YouTube comments. We won't be airing those. Oh wait, I guess they were aired, but
yeah, they were. I mean, it's nothing bad. Stop eating that.
Yeah. Maybe I should put that away and only put comments up when we want them to be up. Yeah.
Hope your shoulder's going good, Kim.
What it looked like, it was a very old ad.
Today.
I'm sorry.
I hurt myself today, so.
I hurt myself.
Sorry to hear that.
Today.
Yeah.
Still feel.
All right, guys. Wonderful show tonight, but I got to get out of here. I appreciate y'all. I love your face, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye later. See you later.
Remember, I remember now.
Like, bye.
Kurt Cobain.
I was just gonna tell him. Just remember, he's gonna be repeated.
Wait, what?
And repeat for.
Yes, who wrote Hurt?
Hey.
It was Kurt Cobain.
I thought it was. Wasn't it Pearl Jam?
Don't you worry.
No, it was Kurt Cobain.
Well, yeah, that's a good one. I like the Johnny Cash remake, to be honest, the best.
Yeah.
Well, it's.
All right, I'm gonna go, boys and girls.
Oh, Jason started the cascade, didn't he? She says, "Oh, someone left to give me a chance."
Bye, Jenna. Have a good night.
It's okay. We're at the hour and 20 minutes. No, hour and 40 minutes. Let's do this spin, actually.
Good luck, everyone.
Start us out. Again, this is to get an extra spot on game night. We're going to be moving on. Actually, I thought about doing that. We could do a little bit of a vote here. Anybody that's watching that watches game night. Who's the next? What's the next shop? What's the next shop? I need to do a spin maybe of the. Briggs Beans. Briggs Beans next.
Sure.
No, you got to be active for that. I haven't seen you in a while. Okay. We started with Fire in the Hole, and Bean didn't even get to play his own shop. So,
oh, man.
And what was cool about that shop is that there were these holes in the floor, these like sort of rifts in the time and space. Fire in the Hole, okay? And Timothy and Michelle, they took advantage of it, jumping in those holes, and they would like teleport you around the place. It's pretty cool, actually. Good luck, everybody. Let me make sure we're at the hour mark because I think I reset everything. Yep, it was not. It was going to be hour. I meant minute, but yeah. my drift. Good luck. Anyway, this week I'm going to come up with a new shop of one of the sponsors. I'll probably just put everybody on a wheel. If you're interested in playing in game night or just in supporting me, I appreciate anybody that goes over there to the indoorfarmer.locals.com.
What?
Terry Brender won, and now it looks like Terry gets to win one. So what that means that Terry gets to play this week, even though he just played last week. Although everybody, I'm going to start putting, I don't know, I might have to come up with a different thing because I'm going to start filling up the first. So I need 4 captains, and I might start filling up the first 3 people in each team that I see go over to my locals live stream and comment. That's how we're getting the players now. And you guys might just get to play a bunch of times in a row. The few people that will do this. I don't know, whatever we got to do till we get some more people in there. But eventually you'll be, I will ask people to take a week off, or at least before getting to play twice in a row. And then we'll see how that goes. But I think Bean left. Well, bye, Bean. Thanks, Bean. Boop. All right.
He went poof.
He poofed, yeah. Smashly, good night. So everyone's leaving. Thanks, Jason. All right. Let's put down who won.
Nice spaceship.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm torn. This one is cool because I can put different things in the background, but I like this other one too, though.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But it doesn't change a lot in the back. It does move, but it's not doing a lot. All right. Episode 85 in the books. We got Mr. Terry getting in on the game. Let me pull up my game. Got some work to do to make us a new shop. Or if I never get to it, maybe we'll just replay the same one. Who knows? Like to get some different team captains though up there.
Night, Popeye.
Better marker here. So yeah, guys, I'm looking for more people that want to play on screen.
Are you talking about for game night?
Yeah.
I haven't played in a long time.
Yeah, we've had Timothy and Michelle play twice in a row because I can't find anyone else to play. Sadly, but I don't want to be sad about it. They can win extra. I don't mind. The sponsors are getting a lot out of me and out of game night because we're replaying these on several platforms all through the week, all the way until next week. So every time that we do a game night, they're getting exponential replays. So
nice.
I feel like that's pretty good value, even if the same people win the prize Although they want to get new customers too. So if you guys out there win something and you do not plan to use it, then I highly encourage you to at least let me know that, first of all, but also encourage you guys to give that, whatever it is, the prize, up to somebody that will use it. And that might end up being a good way to extend the reach of our sponsors, even get out to more people that they haven't seen before. So there you go. But all right. Well, are you saying, I mean, if I put you down now, you'll probably have something come up. So are you saying you want to play Sunday right now, or? Kim?
What?
Are you saying that you're going to want to play Sunday?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything going on.
We got Timothy as the returning champ. Timothy.
I didn't realize you were talking to me. I was thinking.
Well, I'm just trying to. We're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. I'm just trying to maybe get us a little bit of a head start on game night while we're live on the air. So I'll put you down as team 2, I guess. And I'd like to get. Let's see. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, you guys, I didn't see that until now, but I don't think you two will get along. So I don't want to. I'm not addressing it here, but if you guys could figure some way to get along, it could be an epic game against each other. But I don't see that happening. So, well, you're not reading the comments, Kim, I guess.
I might be able to be a captain. It depends on what time I get home on Sunday.
Kim, you and Andrew can play against each other. How about that? You want to do that? Hash this out on the game field?
Whatever.
Tic-tac-toe style, and Rochambeau and some Connect 4, a little bit of high-low. Well, I don't know either, but there's just been, I'm not trying to get in the middle of it, but it sounds like you guys could come up and we could hash it out, Olympian style, dice versus dice, magic coin versus magic joint. Think about it. What's up, Kent? How are you, bro? Alan says 10 minutes till my lights come on. Okay. Yeah, mine have another hour, I think. Well, okay. You let me know. Leaf cycle. I'm trying to keep this is a neutral zone on the people in the boxes. Also, we're live on vet codes, which I meant to say something earlier, you guys. Congratulations. I don't know his name. Vet Codes Plus. Thanks for making me an admin on your group, but I wish do you know his name? Vet Codes Plus or Vet Codes, but he just had a baby. Him and the wife had a baby, right? Who's in
Yeah, they just had a baby.
I don't know why you would put little. I think. Yeah. It's I don't know. Lord might be a little hard for some people, but I could see it. I don't know. Religious, maybe. I guess I'm not sure. Now we're playing with fire. Yeah. I mean, you guys playing together on screen, that could be a big episode. We could hype this up, you guys. We could hype this up right now today. I'll be the fight coordinator and the game master, and then we could the fight of the century. We could even get some other people up in here. Oh man, no. Please don't make me do that. I don't know. We'll think about it. Figure it out.
Thank you for having me up, Raylan.
Okay,
My
Shane.
son's about to die. Everyone have a great night. Much love.
Good night. See you later, Shane.
Later, Kim. Later, Raylan.
Later, bro. Yeah, we're gonna head out as well. But yeah, no, like I'm not trying to lose any friends or anything, but I also not trying to, get in the middle of things either. Sometimes I have plenty of those around, and there's plenty of my friends that tag me into things too that I'm like, well, I can't go in that one. What's wrong with Rome? I don't know. I mean, it could be fun. Like actually have a way to battle. Could be a way. Maybe it could be a new thing, a new era for game night. Bring people that have. It could be like a Olympic style meetups of powerful beings. Anyway, it was a good episode, fun night. Thanks, Kim. Thanks everybody else for hanging out with us. Let me whip out the outro.
Good night, Waylon. Good night, you guys.
Hang on a second. I'm looking for it. But yeah, I got some work to do before then. I have my son this weekend too, so there's a small chance that we'll just go back to the Fire in the Hole hideout if I don't get to some other shop made or anything like that. I do want to make another one. I don't know which one yet, so gotta figure that out. Where's the music? There it is. Anyway, guys, listen, sustainability is not just about growing plants. It's about growing and maintaining our connections amongst each other as people and, good stewards of the land, whether that's animals or whether that's our, communities, right? So that's what tonight's all about. And that is an extension to the fact that every person on the planet has to eat. So good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.